something we
Every
already
year
have?
we do renewal for that
Okay.
software.
And
Yep.
will you explain to us about number 9?
Number 9, the motion for the chief to put in for a SAFER grant. At this time, the SAFER grant has become open for us. The government is willing to pay for 3 years, 75% for the first year, 75% of the second year, and 35% of the third year.
Only for new hires?
Only for new hires. We are a career department, it would have to be new hires. But between the chief and myself, we're looking at each of our department, and we're gonna have close to 90% of our department eligible for retirement within the next 3 to 5 years. What you say, 20 years, Ms. Gorski? So we're trying to think if we can get this grant, maybe get them in, get some training now, we won't be behind the 8 ball. We'll have some guys that are experienced, and we're trying to go for this grant right now with the help of the government.
So how many voting for you to go ahead and approving you to apply?
To apply. That's all it is.
What's the deadline for the application?
It has to be turned in by February 10th.
And then the awards period is?
It's like 6 months later. Well, I think they said August, somewhere around there. They'll start awarding them August, September. It'll be right around the same time that our grant now is going to expire. We're also losing 2 people here in August, also from the fire marshal division. They'll be retiring.
Oh, they are retiring?
That's what they told me. I mean, they might go back to suppression, but they will told me that they'll be retiring.
The expiration of the current SAFER grant, I think there's been like a September date, but have you estimated is it August, is it October, is it still gonna sometime September?
Through Chair to come from Zero question. So just to clarify, you're just questioning I think the deadline for the 2 years is August something, like late August, is it?
I want to say it's August, September is
I
what
think
this
like
one
late August,
has.
like the 27th or something like that.
Correct.
But in the previous SAFER grant, there's going to probably, from what I can tell, there is going to be an extension because we're going to have leftover funds.
But, yeah,
But-
existing grant money, when
But
is
we
that?
don't, I don't know, I don't have a calculation of how many more months that would be.
Okay.
We can try to estimate as close as possible. I haven't run those calculations yet.
Okay.
We'll definitely have those things during the budget process. We'll definitely have those things worked out and try to figure out what we have to do on it because I'm not sure. I asked the chief, Kortes, to look into when should we start, put some numbers together with the people from FEMA to make sure that we don't miss any kind of deadlines for an extension of that. So we're kind of in early stages of trying to figure out what that extension would be and how do we go about, applying for the extension. But we will have some excess funds for what I can
Has this application been drafted already?
90% done. I've been working on it all week along with Chief Kortes. We've got 2 more questions, and it'll be ready to go.
And are we applying for a dollar amount or for a certain number of
We're
positions at a
asking-
certain salary?
I am asking for 6 people at the base wage of the fire medic. I can't remember the exact numbers, I don't well off the top of my head, but it's for 6 members.
6 people, okay.
Yes.
Now with the, ask for 6 people, is that within the 36 number within?
Well, it would increase the 36 number, it would actually increase it to 42. But we're looking at, we want to get them trained, we do have the Tahoes on the road. And right now, with how we have 4 people at the outstations, right now we only have 1 person at the main station. We need to bolster that up a little bit. And we are short currently 1 person right now also on the SAFER grant.
And so with anticipation of 2 more at least, believing that would.
But they're in fire suppression, or they're in the fire
They're
investigation division, they're not on the suppression division.
Okay.
I'm just telling you that for financial reasons, that they'll be going.
This is just to apply, if we do receive the grant, then city council will make the decision on
To
how we're gonna
accept or-
accept the grant.
Correct.
Is this to take the number from 36 to 42, or if 6 of the 36 retire to go to 30, it would get it back to 36?
We're looking at either way. We want to keep at that 36 number like the commission has come up with, but we'd like to go up a little bit above so we can get them trained now, before we do have that issue come upon us. I mean, currently we're trying to hire 1 position. I think we had 1 applicant come in.
We had 2, and based on Civil Service Commission
meaning this afternoon, neither one will be certified. So we'll be
Still
reposting and seeking a new set of candidates.
So that's another reason why they're short. We're having a hard time getting people in, so we're trying to get ahead of the game here a little bit. We can see the safer grants also ending here in the near future, probably with the new presidential.
What's the problem with getting them certified? Is it just not their education? Is that not their education?
There was a process that was put in place, and quite frankly, it was, people did not follow the correct procedures and process. With civil service, they had outlined what needed to be done. There had to be a test taken as well as an application, and some did just the application and some did just the test. So they were all sent letters to inform them, and certainly they can all reapply in this next phase. And the two that applied, one I understand was a no-show for the oral board, and the other did not pass.
Anything else? Number 10, the fire department is asking us to approve the sale of a obsolete fire truck with 150,000 miles on it for $3,500 to the highest bidder. Any questions?
What year is this truck?
This truck is a 2001. We've actually taken the turbo off it, some other parts to get other trucks running.
So it's
and
kind of been parted out and
It's been
everything?
parted out completely. We've taken everything that we can off this truck. I've actually even called up the DPW and said, come over and get whatever you need off of it, and they've given us an offer of $3,500 for what's left of it.
Where's that truck at right now?
It's at Station 1 right now. It's inside this.
Number 11 is a motion to approve payment to Kortes Collision, which is the low quote for repairs to a police car in the amount of $8,664.45. And this will be funded through the collectibles or the collected insurance proceeds, correct? Okay, number 12. This is request to approve the purchase and installation of wire fencing and gate to secure supplemental property room at the police station. Must have a lot of stuff over there, huh?
So this is actually for the Cromer building. We have a supplemental property room there, but the fencing is necessary because there are items such as lawnmowers, anything that's actually fuel operated. It cannot, under MIOSHA standards, can't be kept in a closed room. So we need to be able to keep it secured, so that's why if we keep it in fencing, it'll be both secured and compliant.
So it'll be outside.
It'll still be
No, it's
inside,
inside.
but it just won't be surrounded by
So
floor.
it'll be in the bay, old bay area.
Yes, yes.
You're gonna have them drain any gas tanks and stuff like that before they store these items?
Yeah, they normally do that, but still there's fumes and things can still be combustible, so that makes us compliant.
Number 13, this is a request for approval for the purchase and installation of DSS Equator. Did I say that? Equator?
Yes,
Okay, I'm not sure what that is.
Aperture. So this is, currently in the dispatch center, we have a software that records all dispatch communications and all telephone communications in our dispatch area, whether it be the regular lines or 911 or again through the radio system. That system has been failing. This is the new system that we sought out, which is really state-of-the-art, that will record all of our systems. It allows us to go back, review communications, that type of thing. So that's what this program is.
And that's coming out of forfeiture funds?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And that's, are they recording kept for how long?
I'm sorry?
How long is that recording?
90 days.
90 days?
Yes.
Okay, motion number 14, this is a motion to amend the CCR number to increase state forfeiture account by $14,000. Questions? Yeah. What was that for? Just to increase the amount of the state forfeiture account by $14,000. Does that mean you're getting more forfeiture funds in?
No, this is for the budgeted amount for state forfeiture that we had designated to use for the year. We have to add to that just because for some unforeseen expenditures. So we have more money than this in our state forfeiture account, but through budget and finance, we allocate so much every year that we plan on using from it, and it turns out that we need to take from that a little bit more for this fiscal year.
So this is a budget amendment.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,